Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Talk Entertainment News. Some things never change in America. Yes, a off-the-wall horror film gets popular and suddenly Christian groups from all over the place come out to protest them. So we're going to talk about what's happening with Terrifier 3 in just a moment. Before we get there, a few things for you to do for us. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We need 201 to get there. So with your help hitting that subscribe button, we can do it before the end of the year. All right then, Terrifier 3. Christian group protests Satanic Santa in front of Kansas City movie theater. Yeah, I was surprised. It looks like Terrifier 3 may top the US box office this weekend, depending on how far Joker falls. Hand to God, I swear this is not a stunt. Damien Leone's Terrifier 3 is on its way to becoming the #1 film in the country, and along the way it is the center of several major stories, including being banned to minors in France, having 2 people pass out in Australia, and 1 person vomiting in the UK premiere. The real badge of honor is when religious groups find you to be such a threat that they take time out of their day to protest, and it hasn't taken them long to come after Terrifier 3. David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown in Terrifier films, including all-the-time horror villain performances in Terrifier 3, shared on his Instagram the above photo taken by his cousin outside the B&B Theaters, Main Street, KC at Power and Light District in Kansas City. That's a mouthful. Missouri. Posted with a simple caption that says it all, "We're doing something right." And there's that photo again. Looks like there's about 4 people out there who might legitimately be part of the group. And then there's a guy in a black shirt, somebody in a security vest. So not much of a protest, really. But I don't think I really need to read any more about that. But I usually don't weigh into religion or politics. But this is something that's always bothered me. These little tiny fringe religious groups come out and protest things. And as a fan of underground heavy metal, that would curl your, I don't know, what part of your body curls? Curl your toes. I always find it hilarious when something off the wall gets a little bit popular, and then they come out and then they notice it, and then they come out and protest it, and then they bring more attention to it. It's always hilarious because, you know, it's never the truly disturbing stuff. Terrifier, make no mistake, is disturbing, but it's all in good fun. It's not... These groups always think that somebody is being intentionally, legitimately, honest to goodness, satanic, that they really believe in Satan. But it's never the case. It's people who are having fun. It's sort of like after Columbine, when everybody came out of the woodwork and protesting Marilyn Manson. But Marilyn Manson was like a top 40 hit guy at that point, whereas there was some really dark and disturbing, awesome stuff going on in the underground. So it's always there's always this feeling that it's like it's populist protesting, disguising itself as if it were legitimately protesting something that is really dark, really down there in the depths, really deep in the underground, which is not the case. It's always the case. It's like there's the episode of The Simpsons where Bart or somebody called Judas Priest death metal. It's sort of that feeling where it's like nobody who's doing the protesting ever actually has any idea of what is really going on. I'm not anti-Christian. I'm not anti-anything. I usually don't wade into these things, but I just think it's interesting how there's always this sense of fakeness. It's like if you're somebody who is into something, and not as a trend, but you've been into it, it's not popular, it's not mainstream, and then somebody comes out and says, "Ooh, this is what you're into," but it doesn't represent what you're into. It's like that, and it's in this case, it's the way. It's not just the movie; it's the protesters themselves who aren't also not really representative of Christians in general. So I think it's hilarious how these instances all feel so fake, and then they become faker yet when they get carried in the news. So take what you will from it. I always say, if you really don't like something, ignore it. Otherwise, you're going to call attention to it. And this just makes me want to see Terrifier 3 all the more. Tell us what you think in the comment section below. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until next time, keep it creepy.